Hey guys, it's Chris Cash. So today I'm talking about Jimmy Butler. Recently he said he's fed up with the nonchalant attitude of his teammates, specifically Andrew Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns. Uh, my initial reaction to this was, what are the Timberwolves going to do? Are they going to go ahead and trade Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins to help Jimmy Butler and get some pieces to contend? Or are they going to trade Jimmy Butler and try rebuild again with Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins? And by rebuild, I mean a quick rebuild to start contending in 2 years once Andrew Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns hit their prime. He said he has no interest of signing a contract extension this spring. He's due because he has a player option next year for $19 million, which he'll obviously decline because he can most likely get a max next summer. He said he's willing to team up with Kyrie Irving. He actually want to if he had the choice. So don't be surprised if 2 years from now, or I should say 1 year from now, you see Kyrie Irving and Jimmy Butler on the Knicks. It could be a potential Knicks dynasty because Kyrie, when he got traded from the Cavs, he said one of the teams he wanted to go to was the Knicks. Obviously, got traded to the Celtics, which is a pretty good situation to get traded to. But he said he's not signing a contract extension, at least not right now, which makes sense. He's saying that because he wouldn't get as much money if he signed one right now. But still. So if Kyrie goes to the Knicks, don't be surprised if Jimmy Butler goes to the Knicks. And then you're looking at Knicks dynasty because in 1 year from now, Kyrie will be 27, Jimmy will be 29, and Porzingis will be 23, and hopefully healthy off of that torn ACL. If I was the Knicks right now, I would just try to not spend my cap space and hope for that to happen. I would try to get rid of Tim Hardaway Jr., Courtney Lee, Enes Kanter, all those players that you overpaid for. Not saying that they're not good players, but they are overpaid. And try to deal them off with assets like Frank Ntilikina, possibly Emmanuel Mudiay, most likely a couple other picks, Kevin Knox. Also, if I was the Lakers, I'd be ecstatic about this news because Kawhi recently said, actually today, he said he would rather go to the Clippers than the Lakers because not that he doesn't want to play with LeBron, but he would prefer to be the face of a franchise. But since the Lakers might strike out on Kawhi if he goes to the Clippers, which I still don't think he will, because he said he would prefer to be the star of the franchise, but he never said that directly. He never said it's number one or bust. So he's willing to be a number two option. Even though I know for a fact he firmly believes he's the best two-way player in the NBA right now. So if DeMarcus Cousins, most likely, he'll get a lot of money next year after he re-ups his value with the Warriors this year on that mid-level exception contract. And Paul George, 4 years with OKC. So really, it's looking like the only player the Lakers can get in free agency next year might be Jimmy Butler. So they're probably going to go really hard on Jimmy Butler next year in free agency and do everything they can to get him to come to LA. So those are the two most likely options for Jimmy Butler to sign next year, assuming he opts out of his player option, which he will. Let's be real, he will. I found this crazy because honestly, I thought Jimmy Butler was happy with the Timberwolves, even though they underperformed this postseason. If I was a Bulls fan listening to this, I would be very happy with the trade now. I mean, I know at first you guys weren't happy with the trade, but you ended up getting Lauri Markkanen, who's most likely going to be Kevin Love 2.0. Chris Dunn, who's a fringe to solid starting point guard, and Zach LaVine, who really elevated his game. Before, he was known as a high, flashy dunker, can do it all, and now added shooting to his repertoire, even though he might not re-sign this year. Yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.